Hey Midlife Women, this is your collective energy reading for July 12th through 19th, the Moon card. I'm Stephanie and welcome. Each week I tune into the collective energy we're moving through and I use a symbolic card to help illuminate the themes. Together we'll explore how this energy may be showing up in our lives, what it may be asking of us, and then I'll leave you with a simple awareness practice to work with throughout the week. So let's see what wants our attention this week. It's the Moon card. Where do we turn when everything is as it appears to be? And as women, we have seen and been exposed to the realities and horrors of this world and gone along and kept going along in some capacity for a long time now, right? And now we're seeing things as never before out there, as a collective and in our own lives. And we can't pretend anymore. We cannot go along anymore. So where do we go? What do we turn to? What do we rely on? What do we listen to? And how do we hear? What ears do we use to hear? And what senses do we use? The moon energy is not just asking us to go within and to listen to ourselves and our intuition. That is only the first layer of tuning into something deeper and real within our lives. The moon energy is asking us to hear a deeper calling. And that doesn't mean a job or an occupation or what we're supposed to do with our livelihood. It doesn't mean how we make money, and it doesn't mean how we set up our family or how we interact and react in this capitalist structured society that is not supportive of us midlife women, or any women for that matter. This is the layer below, the deeper layers that reside within us and all around us, in everything. The layers that have a tone and vibration, and they are everything natural in the natural world. The animals, the seeds, the layers of the earth, the hearts in people, the fascia in our body, the cells, the memories beyond the memories, the tuning in to the deeper layers underneath, the in-between. Okay, so this is different for us as a collective than just sitting down and meditating or tuning in to our own intuition, our quiet space. Like I always recommend, that is just the first layer. There's more. It's like on the physical earth, the first layer of soil, there's more under there. There are more layers. There is more sediment. There are more minerals. There are more rocks. There are more crystals. There are more roots. There is more and more. There's always more. And this is the same with these energetic layers now. And these energetic layers that have been lying beneath are becoming more accessible again. They always have been there, but they've been covered and covered and covered. It's like the earth being covered with concrete is the analogy that I would use here for the energy of these times. There's the truth and the realness that is even more true and more real than what we could come up with our mind, than what we can imagine. So we're seeing the layers that have been built over, right? Like the media and all we see there, this is the perfect example. That's the covering up of things. That's the very surface layer. Now we see, the breaking down of all the patriarchy and all the structures that aren't serving the whole of the earth and the universe. And that's surface level, right? We're seeing all the surface level break down in these past years. Very surface level, and it feels big and it feels irritating. It feels uncomfortable. It's like when you get a rash on your skin. Underneath is really the problem, right? Underneath and internally, under the layers are the things that we need to heal, the messages, the way underneath, internally, just like for a person's body internally, just like for these layers of the universe, layers of the earth, layers of each and every one of us. It's showing up now. These layers are being tuned into, and we are meeting them now. We're meeting them again. We're meeting them. They've always been there, and here we are. What a beautiful time to be in. We have the exposure to these layers in our lifetime and lifetimes to come. This is the wonderful news for our humanity going forward. And women in midlife, we are the ones to start to see these layers reveal themselves again, and we don't have to hold the tone for the world like our grandmothers and the indigenous people have had to do. They've held the tone, held the vibration for us of these energies in order not to lose them. Now we are getting to face and meet them and nurture them and bring them into our bodies and help reveal them in all the things around us. We are starting to see them, to feel them, to know them, and we can consciously tune into them. We can create more. We can vibrate with them so that more of that vibration and reality and structure is created from this deep, deep knowing, this deep, deep truth, this deep, deep beauty, which is us living on this earth, which is the energy underneath it all, which is beautiful and pure and true and raw and real. It's real. But we're seeing outside of us now what's not real, right? When we look at the news, When we go to the store, those aren't real. These are imaginative structures that have been built based on vibrations that have not been from this place that we're talking about, this moon energy. So how can we as individuals tune into this? How is it showing up in our individual lives as women in midlife navigating these times? Well, we feel it. You can feel it, right? Talk to your friends, talk to other women that are your age, talk to older women, talk to your journal. You know there's change happening. This is not just surface level. You feel it. The old ways do not feel good. They don't feel aligned. They don't feel truthful. And we don't quite know how to serve yet, how it will be, or how we will be serving yet. But the process is the serving of tuning into these energies and following the energies underneath here. Not knowing yet, but knowing. Not knowing yet knowing. How do we harness and work with this energy? Acknowledging your friends and validating these feelings that things don't feel truthful and we aren't wanting to go along anymore, and validating them and others when they present themselves to you. When your friend is crying on your shoulder or you are crying on your friend's shoulder and you don't know why, but you do know why, right? This is the energy that is in this week a lot. We're moving through a lot of it, thick layers of it now. So the practice this week is just to acknowledge that you're moving through, just to acknowledge you don't know, just to acknowledge that you're starting to tune in to a vibration of energy that feels real, but you don't know what it is because you can't explain it with your mind and your words yet. And we're starting to, and we will be starting to create from that place. So the practice is to acknowledge. And the second part of acknowledging is not to beat yourself up, not to beat yourself up. Oh, I should be doing that. I should have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Oh man, I'm not doing the things I used to do. What's wrong with me? These are the things that are keeping us stuck when we're saying, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. This is intense energy here, and it's intense time in all good ways, but challenging ways, because we are breaking through. So it's kind of like white knuckling it a little bit through it and hugging yourself at the same time through it. You're holding on, but you're loving yourself up and down. And if you don't feel like you can drop into the love for yourself, do it for a friend, do it for your sister, do it for the children, do it for a pet. It's to exude the realness, exude the love, exude the care, exude the empathy, exude as much as you can for the things that are real in your life. And when you're witnessing that feeling in somebody else, you're loving them up and down. That's how you do it. That's how we do it. That's how we keep moving through. Because fuck the dishes, fuck the laundry, right? Those are surface. Screw I should have gone and done that thing, or I should have taken that opportunity. Fuck all the shoulds and the self-shaming. That's not what we're talking about here. This energy is, did I love more? Can I love what's real? Can I tune into what's real? Can I see what's real? Can I feel what's real? And can I love it through? Can I love it through this week as much as possible? Okay, everybody, 2 ways to drop into this with more support is definitely hop on my Thursday night meditation group on YouTube. It's live at 8:30 p.m. every Thursday. And it's a good way to kind of drop into this energy every week that we're moving through. It's free and the replay is always available to you. A second way is just to listen to this recording again and again. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss every week when I offer these free things. And then reach out to me and have a chat if you want more support. I'm sending lots and lots of love and deep awareness to you, and I will see you next week.